Well, I just wanted to check in. I wasn't on today because I had a lot of running to do. I had to take uh, my report from all my blood work and stuff up to the doctor that I have here now, and then I had to have them call in a prescription for me. Monday, I get to go to the regular neurologist up here, and I should be able to have them then at that point get me in the system and just send me my medications. Because going down here, you get like 2 weeks worth, and that's it. So anyway, I will do that Monday. And since I'm a high-risk person because I still have slight anemia, and I'm back to having diabetes again, so I've got to change my, I have to change my dietary things here real soon. Really, Mr. Max? You making noises over there? So what I do when I go in, because my masks aren't here yet, I did order some. And they're mostly for pollen and stuff like that. So when I wear them, I'm going to double them up because they're really kind of lightweight. And you don't want to take chances when you're out there. So since I don't have my mask yet, what I'm using is one of my cases for my flutes. I forget what you call this material, not felt. But it's, it's a little heavier. So this is what I use when I go out. I put it like that, and then I pin it, and that's good. So if you don't have a mask, if you have some of this laying around that you've done little blanket things, this is that soft material. This is better than nothing, and it's better than a bandana by far. If you double this, it's pretty, it's going to be pretty good. So this is what I use. I just, especially when I have to go to Walmart. You know how Walmarts are, and I've got to go there to get my prescription and stuff. And then if I got to do a little food things as well, they say stay 6 feet apart. But, people don't stay 6 feet apart, and they don't listen to that. So I do use the precaution, especially because, like I said, I'm in a high-risk category. I'm 70 years old now. I've got anemia. My immune system is repressed a bit, and the diabetes. So with those 3 things going, I'll wear something for a mask. So anyway, that's why I'm using this, because it is heavier. So this works pretty well. And so what else did I do? Oh, today I had to look. My dump tanks are full. My black sewer tank. I mean, literally, I can use it tonight, and then that's it. I have to get it dumped. And here in the RV park, they do have the dump things, but people stay hooked up, the whole time. They bring in the, not like what I have. They have usually trailers that they pull in and leave and hook up a big sewage system. Well, the sewer is way back there. I don't have a long enough connection, and there's nowhere to, if something spills, they have no place to clean it up. And then what I was doing before was going to the state parks here, and that worked out really well. I go to spend a few days at the state park and then come back. Well, they've closed all the New Mexico ones. So they say they have 2 dump sites that you can use at these gas stations, and it has a hose, but it doesn't have a hose. I've checked them out, and I said, this is not working. So I'm driving tomorrow. I have to go to an Arizona state park because they are still open. So it's going to wind up costing me $35 and whatever the gas is just to dump my tanks. But that's okay. We'll stay. Mr. Max and I will go there for one evening. Yeah, we're going to go spend the day over at Arizona, one of the state parks. So that'll be fun. So I may not be online in the morning because I want to get up and get going while it's still cool and get there and get the, tanks dumped and get all that stuff done. Oh, mercy. Crazy stuff. Then I have a few things coming. I have a couple of bangles coming. Now, one of them I bought, it's nothing to write home about. I bought it because it was for a good cause. The money for it was like $40, but the money for it goes to schools up in rural China for the kids. So I was happy to buy that one for the kids for China so they can get their education. So, yeah, I did that, and then I bought another one. It was, again, very cheap, and maybe I'll take off some of my good ones if I don't want to wear them and I want to wear something. I have those as a backup. So, yeah, the other one was like $35, something like that. It was, again, another very cheap. So we'll do that. And then today, it was hot here today. It was pretty warm here. Let me see what the weather says over here. Come on. Yeah, it's 79 now. I think it was, oh, there's Fort Lauderdale. I don't want Fort Lauderdale. Las Cruces, yeah. And tomorrow's going to be 80. So 79 now. It was a little warmer. I think it was 80 a while ago. And thank God I have this thing up here. It pulls the air through. You open up one of your side windows and it pulls the air through. Even at 79, if I have that really going and have these open, it's not bad. Now, when it gets past 80 and stuff, I do have AC unit, but you can't get it to turn off. It gets ice cold, and it doesn't cycle. So I don't usually use it too much if I can get away with, finding a little shade and then pulling the air through, then it's usually pretty okay. Yeah. So that's what was going on today. Just errands and stuff like that that I was doing. So I wanted to check in and just say I'm fine. Maxie's fine. We're doing okay. Yeah, my rent was really good this time too. I got here, let's see, the 25th. So I had almost a week free rent. So that's okay. I wanted to pay her, from the 25th. She said, just wait till the 1st, I'll put what you owe on the thing. And so she charged me like $20 for my electric. And then $340 for my usual rent here. So that's okay. I didn't actually have to pay the 7 days. I just paid $20 extra for electric. So I'll go for that. That's a good deal. Oh, mercy. But one good thing I have to say, I had to adjust my medication. I'm on the gabapentin. Well, I was finding out, I was having either late evening, early morning attacks. So I figured, you know what, I need to take one more for nighttime because it's an extended period overnight and it's dropping. The half use is dropping too much. So I added another 600 milligrams. So I'm on 3 3,000 milligram of the gabapentin. And then I backed off the other one, the amitriptyline. I'm backed off of that one. I'm taking 40 a night instead of 50. So 40 a night of that, and then 3,000 spread out 4 times. I take it at 7, 1, 7, and then the last one I take at 11 o'clock at night. And yesterday I had no attack, and so far today I have had no attack. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that I make it tonight and that I finally have found the right dosage. That I found the right dosage with this. So that's good. It's still, you know, this is still sensitive here. When I touch here, or my neck here especially, it's still really sensitive. So we'll see. But actually today when I got up, my neck was not feeling as tight. It's feeling tight right there. I can feel it there pulling. And from here, it's pulling. But actually, that's way better than it was. Because I was getting up and not just going like this, and I was feeling like it was pulling. So that's, again, another big adjustment that's good. One thing I've noticed, though, being on the medication, I have to say, and some people will freak out a little bit because this is the COVID thing, that when I do my tea, now I used to just barely dunk my tea in and take it out. I can leave that tea bag in and drink it, and I'm not hardly tasting it at all. Now, I know you lose your sense of taste and smell on the COVID. Well, I haven't lost my sense of smell. I still can usually taste most things, but the tea, I'm hardly tasting it at all. So that's kind of an odd thing that happened with the gabapentin. But that's okay, because I used to, like I said, I dip the tea bag in for half a second and out, and I couldn't stand it any stronger than that. And now I'm drinking it, and I leave the tea bag in there, and, you know, so something crazy that just is happened with this medication. So I know it's medication and it's not COVID, because I still smell and I still am tasting, you know, everything else except for the tea has gotten where it's really tasting mild now. Yeah, so I think that's about it as to what's going on today, except for the heat. Mr. Max is starting to have a little difficulty when I take him out for his walk. He gets that that thing with the trachea, the collapsing trachea. When it gets hot, he starts to have a little difficulty. So I try not to take him out during the real heat of the day. You know, I try to avoid it. And hopefully things start getting a little better, and they start doing real estate again. Because I would actually like to get my house sold so I could buy a house here. That would be nice. But no luck yet. Anyway. So that's it. I'm going to leave this here for now. And I just wanted to apologize. I was not on today. And I'm not sure if I'll be on in the morning tomorrow, because I want to get there early as I can so I can get those tanks dumped and, you know, fill up with water again and do all the things I need to do here. So I'm going to leave this here. Thanks for tuning in. See you online. Aho. Namaste and love and light to everyone.